Hey guys, so I just finished watching Rawhead Rex, the 1986 horror flick from the creative mind of Clive Barker, starring David Dukes and a whole bunch of other people you've never heard of, such as Kelly Piper, Hugh O'Connor, Cora Venus Lunny, Ronan Wilmot, Niall Tobin, the list goes on. It's also directed by a guy called George Pavlou. Now, this 1986 schlocker is about a monster terrorizing a small Irish town in the mid-80s, and it's not very good. Coming from the mind of Clive Barker, who also delivered us Hellraiser, which is a much better film than this one. It tells the story of Rawhead Rex, who is basically a demon who is buried in a field, and when this farmer is excavating that field, he comes across a big stone totem, and he's trying to move it without much luck. Him and his mates trying to pull it down with a tractor. No good. They go because, you know, it's a waste of time. He decides to give it another shot with himself and a storm coming, and obviously the lightning strikes the stone. It falls down, and the big Rawhead Rex monster, played by Heinrich von Schellendorf, who is a massive dude, stands up out of the dirt and proceeds to kill him. Now, the modus operandi of Rawhead Rex is basically strangulation, nibbling at people, throwing them around, and pissing on people to, you know, baptize them. He's an old demon creature that's been around long before Christ, and the local township has got a stained glass window representing this creature on the church. But nobody really seems to know much about this creature, even though he is folklore in their town. So when he does turn up, nobody really believes what they're seeing or how to deal with it, except for the American tourist, David Dukes, playing Howard Hallenbach. He's the only one who cottons on how to destroy the monster after the monster kind of, well, spoiler alert, eats his son. Now, in regards to 80s horror films, look, I grew up on these kind of movies. I vaguely recall seeing this one when I was a kid. I had a voracious appetite for horror movies growing up, and if there was monsters in it, or vampires, or slashers, I wanted to rent it from the local video shop. Yeah, that was a thing, guys. And I just love these horror movies. So this one has not really, I'm not remembering much about it at all. I've just picked it up from Amazon. It was a pretty cool bargain. Brand new 4K scan from the negative. So it's a good looking film. It looks really good on the 4K Blu-ray presentation, although it's not like true 4K. It's looking really good, which is unfortunate because that way you really kind of see all the faults in the makeup of the monster. The design of the creature, Rawhead Rex, is pretty good. He looks like a big menacing thing, like in a photo. Coming to life, the Michael Myers mask from Halloween has got more animation in it than this thing. It's nicely designed, but it is something that you would buy from a $2 shop and actually put on yourself and go around trick-or-treating. It's got the old ping pong ball eyes, which are glowing for some reason. And yeah, it's not very well animated. Better than what I could do. But for a horror movie, yeah, it's really cheesy. Like really, really, really cheesy. There's a few good gore effects in this. There is some good performances. David Dukes is a pretty good performer in this. He does have a bit to do in regards to playing some angst. And it is kind of moody in some parts, but it's like a really micro-budget horror flick. So there wasn't a lot of money behind this one, and Clive Barker has kind of disowned this movie since, and it's kind of what made him become more hands-on in his own movies, thus leading to Hellraiser, which is a fantastic flick from Clive Barker. If you read the book, I highly recommend you dive into that one. But so as a movie, like, do I recommend that you spend an hour and a half of your precious time to sit down with Rawhead Rex and check it out? I'll have to say, yes, do that. It's not horrible. Like I said, it's cheesy, it's campy. The horror effects are okay. There's a bit of gore in here. The monster makeup of the creature itself, not so much. But if I can forgive the CGI flaws in Justice League, then I can forgive Rawhead Rex and his silly rubber mask. It's all about tone and having a sense of fun and just kind of going with the film for what it is. It's a film from 1986 about a big demon monster terrorizing a small town in Ireland, eating kids and pissing on priests. If that floats your boat, definitely check it out. Anyway guys, thank you so much for checking out my channel. That was my little mini review on Rawhead Rex. A fun flick, check it out. I enjoyed it. Thank you once again for checking out my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, throw me a thumbs up, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.